viewers, I had a question about whether you could run Flying Scotsman on West Coast Main Line. Of course you can. I also had a question about whether you can create a route in free roam inside the timetable and have multiple stops. The answer's kinda. So I'm going to do that now. And I'm going to kill both birds at one time because I'm going to do it with Flying Scotsman. Now, it might be a little bit difficult to find a platform in Euston where I can actually do this, because they do get just a touch busy. So let's see if I can get away with putting a Flying Scotsman here. I'm going to come all the way up the end and hope nothing's coming in. Picked pretty early in the morning, so hopefully it'll be okay. Alright, now, point down at the track there, press tab, spawn a new train, and we're going to choose Flying Scotsman, of course, and we're going to do Flying Scotsman plus Mark II caches loaded. So let's bung that down there, and it's going to let me. That's excellent. Alright, so there's Scotty. Move forward now and jump in here. I came all the way up the end because it's kind of a long train. Now let's just climb aboard and get that door shut and just sit in the engineer's chair. Put the doors open while we're waiting, and now I go out to the map and I find my train, which is this one, and click on it and do set path, and I'm going to go, funnily enough, why wouldn't you, Milton Keynes. I'll have to drive it all the way there, but you know, get the idea. Way up here somewhere. Let's make it smaller. All the way up here. There we go. Oops, too far. Now, somewhere here there's a station. Somewhere up this end of the route, there's a station. Is it here? No, that's the end. Hopefully I can get this in before something takes my path. There we go. And we might want to go, let's just say here, for the hell of it. Can we do that? Yes, we can. Okay, next thing to do, back to the map. Click the train again and do add go via. Now you want to come and find each station you want to stop at. So let's say, so it's on our path, so it's very important to look for your path. Let's set that one. You can pick things that are off your path, but you've already got this path, so you might as well keep doing it the easy way. Add go via. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to put on 2, but you get the idea. So follow my path again. We come down here somewhere. On the outside rail now. So somewhere along here we crossed over. Alright, here's our... We're actually not running through a station there. I wonder if I can make it go through this station. Maybe. Let's try. Yep, it'll do it. Alright, so I've added 2. And now we can drive. So let's get our doors shut. Is our vacuum brake blank? It is. Good. Very good. Loco brakes off. Let's release the train brake. We'll put our reverser, whoops, forwards, be good. Forwards all the way to probably about 65 and 70. No, not 75. 60 will do. There we go. And cocks open. Just start easing the regulator up. Pretty much all we need to do. We've got an invisible fireman again today. There we go. We're just starting to move out of Euston now. Leaving London. That's the too late whistle to the rail fans to say, you missed it. Sucks to be you. Alright, so I've opened the regulator up a little bit more and I'll start bringing the reverser back now. So I'll bring that all the way back to about 40s. Open the regulator up some more. Fully open the reg. Back in the cab, just watching the steam pressure. We are using magic steam, so we should be fine. What I mean by magic steam is on my settings, I have got automatic fireman turned on, which is gameplay. I think. Steam firing mode, automatic. Make sure you've got automatic turned on. The other modes are bollocks. They're not real. Alright, coming up on 20 miles an hour now. Now reverse back a bit more to about mid-30s. while before that happens. So that's steep which is going over there. Start bringing the regulator back a bit now because we're nearing 25 miles an hour anyway. So unfortunately you can't actually see the go-vias that you put in, so you just have to remember to stop at the stations. Really cool. The other way to do it would be to add one stop at a time using the functionality for add stop to just go to the next station, and then after you get there add another one to go to the next station. The only problem with doing that is something else might get in your way, because this way you've got a path. So if you don't mind the occasional red signal, having to go and delete a train that got in your way, you could take that approach. Now you do need to know a little bit about the route, so you need to know where everything is, so where the stations are coming. Just close the reg while we slide down here. Station stop coming up. Not too far actually. But anyway, you get the idea. So yes, you can run Scotty. Ooh, I didn't put headlamps on. But anyway, yes, you can run Scotty. Done with the lights, is the light. Here's some mark out. Plain middle. Somewhere there's a light. Nope, not there. Oh, it's the other step. It's got a light there. This one's got a light there. Quick. Yep. Unfortunately, you do kind of need to remember where your stops actually are. So I think we've got one coming up soon. Just flying along ahead to go and check. Could do this on the map, but you know, it's more fun, isn't it? Oh, we've got yellow lights too. There it is. This is our first stop coming up here. Back to the train, we'll right to that stop. Stop the video. Building up a nice healthy speed. Some nice summer's days. So we can see there is a station platform coming up, so we should start stopping for that now. Hopefully I don't head with this, I can leave that just a touch late. Looking like a very promising for a Hebworth at the moment. Straight through this platform then. How many carriages will we actually have? Get a couple, I think. It is going to stop. While we're stopping, normal practice is to put your reverser full forwards. Oh, that wasn't too bad at all. Got a few wine bottles everywhere. We can. Oh, look at that. Doesn't get better. Really? Even the guards van's in the platform. Magic. Anyway, you get the idea. Now, the other way you can do it if we go to the map. So, let's remove our path. Yep. And I'll go back to the map again, and I'll click on it, and we'll do set path. And this time we're just going to go to the next station. So, this one is not a station, I don't think. No, it's a tunnel. So come up past the yard here. And somewhere up here there'll be a station, not there. Gotta get our way through this giant yard, here we go. And we're on the inner track, so let's go here. Should be able to. There we go. So this time we're stopping at Wembley Central. So this is the station by station. Let's get the doors shut. Brakes off. Box open, reverser full forward. Full forward actually, so about mid-60s. And a bit of throttle. Not too much. Should just slip. Take a little while to recharge the train because that was rather a heavy stop I did. Are you slipping, little engine? No, you're not. You're thinking about it though. Did I just lose my jumper? I did. Look at that. Huh. Okay, in that view I've got a jumper. In that view I've got a jumper. I'm going to end up with no jumper. Look at this view. Ah, got a jumper in that view. Isn't that weird? But anyway, you get the idea. So this is the second method where you can actually see each stop, so you'll see how far away you are from the station. This way is more useful, I think, because it gives you a better indication of what's coming up, which is much easier to work with. Reverse it back now. But what it doesn't help you with is keeping a path right to the end. So the risk is, the difference between the two approaches, the first approach you'll have a path all the way to wherever you want to go. The second approach is better for knowing where you're up to, but you run the risk of maybe not being able to get the path all the way through. And you can probably work your way around it. You can actually delete trains at the time. I don't know if you can do that. But we just saw this fella go past. So click on him. We can go, blink, bye-bye train. So if there's a train in your way, you just get rid of it. See? Easy. No problem at all. It's showing me by a foot at the moment. I'm not quite sure why that is. It's stopping me using the camera as well. I'm not sitting... Oh. I wasn't sitting in the chair. I got out of the chair somehow. Okay. Now I'll be able to use the cameras. Yep. Maybe that's when I lost my shirt. We do have a red light coming up, so I may get to in this demonstration actually get to show you what happens when you want to deal with a red light. I'm going to stand for the signal first. See where the signal is when it's just outside the tunnel. we're going to stop here, that's fine. Whee! That's a funny view. Let's go backwards. I want to go backwards, I want to go forwards. So just up here there's red lights. Let's see why. Oh, it's gone green, so it's fine. There you go, got a green. Whatever was in our way got out of our way so we can get moving again. Here she comes, starting to move off. Blowing steam everywhere as it comes out of the tunnel, of course. Because they do that. She's going very slowly. Why is she going so slowly? Barely even moving. Oh, she's slipping like a demon, that's why. Went a bit hard on the throttle. That's better. I opened it up a bit too early. It's a bit mean. Judging by the 15 zone, we'll be changing tracks shortly. So back to 30s now, we'll be fine. The reason you bring the reverser back is when the reverser is wide open, you're just using the raw boiler pressure from the locomotive, and that's hugely wasting of steam. When you bring it back towards centre, don't go less than about 30% as a general rule of thumb, or you'll discover your engine has no power at all, and won't like moving anymore. You'll end up using expansion steam. So when the steam comes into the cylinder and reverses all the way forward, it fills the cylinder completely and forces the piston back. But when it's got a lesser cut-off, and you've brought it back down to say 35 like we have, 47 years, 2000 years, what happens is it lets in a smaller amount of steam, and that steam expands to fill the space because that's what gases do. And that forces the piston to move, so you use much less steam using this method. Continue our naughty rampage through the 15 miles. Back on Thunderbirds. So we head on to the Wembley Central. The 350 was probably waiting for us to get in. To do this in real life. I have been sticking GoPro in the engine, but that's life. So if you know the route well, I'd use the first method, reserve your path at the end, and add your go vias to force it to go between stations, because as you can see, otherwise it jumps straight onto the faster line, because that's what it wants to do. And if you're not used to the route, if you're not sure where each station is, I'm not with this route, still learning it, then do this method where you put in a stop. When you get there, then you add the next stop, and so on, and just keep doing that. Now there is of course another way to do it, and that's with scenario planner. With scenario planner you can add in your stops all you want. The challenge with scenario planner is the timetable's not running, so it's a bit like free roam, the world's empty. You've got to add all the other trains in that you want to see, and that can be quite a lot of work. It's this way, much less work. So I think even with its disadvantages of having to replot your course as it were and add a path from each stop, this way is probably advantageous over scenario planner because you get to see all the other trains that are running the timetable at whatever time of day you picked, which is kind of cool. Much less work. You can do it anytime you want. You might have to find a way to elbow your train in edgeways, and sometimes that could mean, so back at Euston I think I was pretty lucky being able to get off that platform, to be honest. Yellow's coming up again because we're if you want ABW stuff, very pity. Steam engine. People with the steam engine go, those poor people with the electric train. Anyway, that's just the way of things. So we are doing 52 miles an hour, so just to work now, just to start slowing down since we're coming into our stations. We don't have such dramatic stoppers last time. But as I was saying, I think I was pretty lucky to get into that track in Euston. But if you can't get onto a track, go up the map, find the train that's going to go to that platform, delete it. And that will help you. Even when you've done that, make sure you get it really quickly. Don't dawdle around, because if you dawdle around, another train will take that path. The dispatcher in today's game reserves 2 or 3 signals ahead, which is why you often see yellows and reds that never materialise for you. Because it's only reserving a little bit ahead of your train, just to try and keep things neat and tidy and to stop the big red light fiascos that we've had in previous routes. So it's not too much of a disadvantage to play this way. So, summing up, as we arrive into Wembley Central, yes, you can put Flying Scotsman on West Coast Main Line, no problem whatsoever. And yes, in free roam, you can plot out any stations you want, and you stop at the ones that you want to, with some conditions or caveats or ways of working, if you like. And this method works on all platforms, whether they be Xbox, PlayStation, PC, or Steam Deck, whatever it is you can play the game on, you can do this. And I'll end this when we get into Wembley Central. People on the up platforms at this time. Stopped a bit early, but that'll do the job. Anyway, that's where I'm going to end the video, so see you later. Enjoy. Any questions, chuck them down below, and I'll see what I can do to help you out. Bye now.
We played a game.